EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. You can look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 2nd down, Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Williams. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Check. Switch. Rush in. Hey, switch gears.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To the air, Williams. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Throwing is Williams. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
To throw, Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is taken at the 23. And powering through at the 35. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give right side Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, and that is incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to...
There he goes, left side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd down, here's Williams.
He'll get this to the longtime Charger. It's Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Allen's first catch, good for a first down. Looking to throw is Williams. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him to football in space as they did right there.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Stroud.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
The throwing again is Stroud.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Play action. Stroud now.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. And Stroud now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd down is Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and throw with Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more, here's Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And again, back to Kmet. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Working out of the gun, Williams. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Back now in Houston. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Bears! Kari Blasingame, 29 yards. And the Bears have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Stroud sets up the play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guy.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Full run show Fatukasi. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Allen's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play action. Here's Stroud. And my goodness, another interception. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Santos' kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
79 Broncos. 53 fly. Check. 53 fly. Let's go one more.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10. Here goes Stroud again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
53, Mike. Watch the run. 19 tight.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Stroud will look to throw once more. This goes out wide for Mixon.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through.